So we need to pick any two of them and multiply them first. It doesn't matter which two you pick. Most often people pick the smallest ones to multiply first. So I would probably choose these two and multiply them first. Now here I have a monomial times a binomial, so this would be distributed. I'll do that in green. We get negative 12x squared minus 8x. We would still have, and I'll put it in blue, the same thing that we had over here before, which was the trinomial. And here you can choose if you'd like to do the chart method or the Polynomial method, whichever one is easier to remember. What one would you like to do? Polynomial? Okay. All right, so this 12x squared has to go to the first one, to the second one, and to the third one. The minus 8x would have to go to the first, the second, and the third one as well. So we're going to get minus 60x to the 4 plus 24x cubed minus 36x squared. Those are all the top three arrows. And now we'll take the minus 8x and distribute it through everything. So we'll get minus 40x cubed plus 16x squared minus 24x. Again, we're going to have to look for all of our like terms. Here we have an x cubed, and here we have an x cubed. Here we have an x squared, and there we have an x squared. The original? Yeah. Can I? You wrote the question out wrong?
I put positive 4x instead of.
Oh, okay. Now, this is the factored form of this equation. We don't have to factor ones like that yet. But can you imagine if this was your original question and you had to factor it? I think you could find the 4x to pull out because it's a greatest common factor. So you would be able to get the 4x. But to take the 3x plus 2 out of what's left with a trinomial in there, that we're going to leave till grade 12. Here's one for you to try. All right, first step. You know that cube means multiply by itself. So that's what the cube means. Now we're multiplying three things, so we need to choose two of them to put together first. So you can choose any two. Since they're all the same, I'll choose the first two. How do you multiply that? Well, you're going to have to FOIL. First, outside, inside, last. So you get 4x squared plus 12x plus 9. Are you okay that I did that? I did first and last. I did the outside and inside in my head, all in one step. Are you okay with that? As you have FOIL more and more often, you'll be able to do that just in one step. And we'll still have the 2x plus 3 here. What method would you like to use? All right. So distribute this one. Okay, two different ways you can look at it. I started the arrows this way. That's okay. This one would have to get multiplied by both of those. This one would have to get multiplied by both of those. And this one would have to get multiplied by both of those. That's different arrows than we did last time. If we want to do the arrows like we did last time, because we had the binomial in the front, I'll subtract these arrows. And this one gets multiplied by each one. And this one gets multiplied by each one. Do you like that better? It's more like last time. As long as everything gets multiplied by everything else, you're going to be fine. So 2x times 9 gives me 18x. 2x times 12x, 24x squared. 2x times 4x squared, 8x cubed, plus 3 times 9, 27. 3 times 12x, plus 36x. And 3 times 4x, plus 12x squared. Look for your like terms. And when you're writing your final answer, you start with your highest power. So that would be 8x cubed. Then 24 and 12 make 36x squareds. 18 and 36 make 54x plus 27. And we got about 10 minutes left. So there's some to practice.